Shopping is something we all do, but what happens when you have to shop in a foreign language? This is the story of Emma, a woman who traveled to London and had to do all her shopping in English. She was nervous at first, but by the end of the day, she had learned a valuable lesson. Speaking English is not as scary as it seems. Let's follow her journey and learn useful shopping phrases along the way. Emma had just arrived in London for a short vacation. She loved traveling, but there was one small problem. She wasn't very confident in her English. One day, she decided to go shopping. She needed new clothes, some souvenirs for her friends, and maybe a cup of coffee to relax. As she entered the shopping mall, she took a deep breath and said to herself, "I can do this." She walked into the first store. It was a clothing shop full of stylish dresses, jeans, and jackets. A shop assistant smiled at her and said, "Hello, can I help you with anything?" Emma hesitated for a second, but then she replied, "Yes, I'm looking for a dress." "Sure. What color do you like?" the assistant asked. Emma thought for a moment. She wanted a blue dress, but she didn't know how to say lassivert in English. Instead of panicking, she simply said, "A dark blue dress, please." The assistant nodded and said, "We have some beautiful navy blue dresses over here." That's when Emma learned a new word, navy blue. The assistant showed Emma a few dresses. She liked one of them, so she asked, "Can I try this on?" "Of course. The fitting room is right this way." Emma went inside and tried on the dress. It was a little big. She stepped outside and said, "I like it, but do you have a smaller size?" "Yes. Let me check." The assistant brought her a smaller size, and this time it fit perfectly. Emma smiled and said, "I'll take it." She walked to the cashier and asked, "How much is it?" "It's $45, the cashier replied. Emma paid for her dress and said, "Thank you." "You're welcome. Have a great day." Emma felt proud. She had just completed her first shopping conversation in English. After buying her dress, Emma wanted to buy some souvenirs for her friends. She walked into a small gift shop. There were many beautiful items, keychains, mugs, postcards, and T-shirts. A friendly shopkeeper approached her and said, "Let me know if you need any help." Emma smiled and said, "Thank you. I'm looking for a gift for my friend." "Great! What kind of gift do you have in mind?" Emma thought for a moment and replied, "Something small but special." The shopkeeper showed her a lovely London-themed keychain and a handmade bracelet. Emma picked up the bracelet and asked, "How much is this?" "That one is 10. She thought it was a good price, so she said, "I'll take it." The shopkeeper put the bracelet in a small bag and handed it to Emma. "Here you go. That will be 10, please." Emma gave the money and said, "Thank you so much." "You're welcome. Have a great day." Another successful conversation in English. After shopping, Emma felt a little tired. She decided to take a break at a coffee shop. She walked to the counter and said, "Hi, can I have a cappuccino, please?" The barista smiled and asked, "Sure. Would you like it small, medium, or large?" Emma thought for a moment and said, "Medium, please." "Would you like any sugar?" the barista asked. Emma nodded and said, "Yes, 1 sugar, please." "That will be 3.50. Emma paid, took her coffee, and sat by the window. She looked at the busy streets of London and smiled. She had done it. She had shopped, bought a gift, and ordered coffee, all in English. As she sipped her coffee, Emma thought about her experience. She'd been so nervous before, but in the end, everything had gone smoothly. She realized three important things about speaking English in real life. You don't need perfect grammar. People understand you even if you make small mistakes. It's okay to pause and think. If you don't know a word, try to describe it in a different way. Confidence is the key. The more you speak, the easier it gets. That day, Emma felt more confident than ever before. Now, it's your turn. Imagine you are shopping in an English-speaking country. How would you ask for a different size? Ask the price of an item. Order a coffee. Practice these sentences out loud. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Thank you for practicing with me today. Keep learning, keep speaking, and see you in the next lesson.